Okay, so here we have question number 4 then. And I've set it up side by side. You know, I like to put things side by side. It makes it so much easier to read and also manipulate at the same time. Question 4 says, below is an algorithm. We've done plenty of practices with algorithms. Don't let them catch you out. It says, the algorithm, let's run through it. It says, total is an integer. Set total equals 0. Declare a subroutine counting up. Count is an integer. Set count equals 0. Output about to count. Do counter equals counter plus 1. Total equals total plus counter. Output count is, and then counter. While counter is less than 3, and then output count is complete. Total is, and then total, and end subroutine. So we've got this in place. Question number 1 says, what is a local variable? Local variable is something within a function that isn't accessible outside of it. In our case, our local variable is on line 4, and it's simply counter. We don't need to put in counter is an integer. They didn't ask us what type it was, just what it is. A global variable is a variable that's outside of a function that can be accessed from within that function. In this example, it is total. Total is on line 1 here. And if I highlight that a second, that almost worked. I want total there, highlight it, let's go blue. And as we come through, total is then yet again used inside our function and then used outside of our function again here because, actually no, it's still inside our subroutine, so that's still working in place, but total is defined beforehand. So our global variable in this instance is total. Now, be careful with Word. It will try to autocorrect things for you and try to put things in place. If it does, if you did accidentally allow it to change that from total to totaling, you wouldn't get the mark. So be careful with how it interacts on Word. Annotation then. It wants us to give an example of annotation. And it's just our simple loop element here. So I'm going to cheat and copy and paste it. And it wants to do an assignment. Now, there are lots of assignments within this one. We have set total equal to 0. That's assigning total with a value of 0. Set counter is equal to 0. That's also assigning 0 to that counter element. If you'll ever let me highlight more than one thing. We have counter equals counter plus 1. That's another type of assignment. And we also have total equals total plus counter, which is a third type of assignment. There are 3 assignments within this section here. Any one would suffice. I'm going to go for total equals 0. That's assigning total the value of 0. Nice and simple. And yet again, 4 marks, not a lot of work, just showing you understand how algorithms work. Good luck.